Welcome, welcome.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Power football with the run. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Caught in the backfield. That's Haynes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Kick is in the air. And they'll mark the spot on this one just outside the 40-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
from the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run it to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bama! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab down the left side. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. And some room to work. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He wants it all. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. He breaks the tackle. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run him from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on third down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They kick it away on fourth down. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Got a man, it's Gibson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Looking to scramble. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And
he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and all over your seats.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, and he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fakes the grab. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Great job by the first down puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Coming out with it, it's Marshall. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. It's a seam wide open. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finds some room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ott. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Sooners head quickly to the line. From the gun to give, looking for room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Batir. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
To the air, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's an interesting call going play action on third and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for space. It's up.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
To throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Caught close to the marker, it's McCulley. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Wolverines offense will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get to him as he throws. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's Marshall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The Wolverines need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Caught behind the line. It's Ott. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On the move. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense. But nice shot finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give on the inside. He's loose. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here we go. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. That's caught. It's Parrish. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Back to pass on second down. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. And the returner is stopped. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. It's caught. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a throw on first down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
To the air, it's Underwood. On the move, he fires. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Another incompletion on third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just...
Turning on the Jets. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles.
It's a running room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third. He'll take a shot. It's complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the punishment has been extended. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And how about it? Everyone getting it.
Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Dropping back, it's Morton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He wants to go deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Got his man to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going up top again. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way, find a way to get that.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I'm really impressed with this start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already had 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as...
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Wide open downfield.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Wants to go on top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Virgil. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
first play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Looking for a man, it's Morton. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Has to go up top. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And after the turnover, out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. We'll put total weather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running back searching for a hole. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They bring the pressure, and that was a mishit. He will signal for the fair catch after a disastrous punt. This is great news coming up for the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out, dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds a man on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Blasted as he lets it go. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass, it's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Just outside the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Lost to throw again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a fourth and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Longhorns want to move quickly. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. To the air, it's Manning. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Makes a catch at the 15. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st half.
To the air, it's Manning. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! end zone for the score. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the... Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages, and taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle set him for it.
The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A low line drive and not his best work. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Bussey. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Craven. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They go to the ground. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Snagged out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the move, it's Haynes. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it in the second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for room, it's Haynes. All out of space. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times.
But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the 1st half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Craven. Across the 40 out of bounds and the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
1 more snap coming before halftime. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Aggie! That
this offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to throw, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Buys a little time. Slings it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw.
Touchdown, Michigan! And here they come almost all the way back.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You can underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Bussey. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
What a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And the Aggies are rolling down the field. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. There he goes! Into the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it 1st and goal.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Dropping back, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Aggie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey.
It's a fake. The holder's going to try to toss it. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This defense has been so dominant, David, that the 12th man feels like he's out there literally. Extra people on the stop troops.
Yeah, no doubt. They've been flying all over the field, and the tradition of the 12th man is like no other. You don't see that.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To the air, it's Reed. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Off-play action on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the comeback is on.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To throw, it's Reed. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Bussey. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The play action fake. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
He's got an open man. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Yeah, they got to move fast, and obviously you're going for this on 4th down, and you got to think about how many chunk plays I can get, move the sticks, get down the field. I got to get a score, Jesse, in this critical moment.
So start thinking about who are your best players and who needs to touch the football right now. Those are the plays that you need to be dialing up this situation of the game.
Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Michigan! Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they've tied the game.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The first play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That pass is incomplete.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Now improvising. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air, it's Reed. Buys a little time. He's going up top here late in the game.
Fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
Timeout, Michigan.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense.
Red 18! Red 18!
Dropping back, it's Reed. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
After that incompletion, you really got to think about this if you're the offensive coordinator. Now, you're already in field goal position. You're already in a spot where you can kick a field goal and just win this game. So with the play calling, you want to think about running the ball, bleeding the clock, using timeouts. If you are going to throw it, they've got to be high percentage throws. You cannot take sacks. You absolutely cannot turn the ball over.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. No good. And, guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. Man,
Oh, that feels good. Another win. Ooh.
Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's caught. It's Haynes. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big first down for this up.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
Looking for space. It's Haynes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held
wide open spaces. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Wolverine. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got his man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turns it on in midfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect it. It's a seam wide open. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Great job by
by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Clemson! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Simpson. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. The give to the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. And picking up the 1st down would be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this... was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have an execution, it's got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Gonna take a shot. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab on the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Turns it on down the left side. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses to 40. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Clemson has always loved these quarterbacks who can put pressure on defenses by running the football.
No doubt. And, man, it's such an advantage to have guys that are elusive and electric that can get outside, and you got a back going one way, a quarterback going the other way. Really stretches your defense.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, New set of downs.
He tries to take the top off. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Nice move to keep running. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
To the air, it's Underwood. And the defense got him at the 27.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Punt is in the air. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking for a gap, it's Haynes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and was able to make the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. He'll do it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. And he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Looking down the middle. Got it downfield. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock, a pickup of 20. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
That's a first down for the offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Everything all lined up. Got a good snap, good hold, good kick, but not quite long.
GG's. Go Blue.
I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some...
Joe Smith on YouTube.
Good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a
That's how you bounce back. 2 straight, 21. Bring up like 21. That's what I'm talking about. I just got to get warmed up, that's all. I'm a slow starter. Go ahead, catch it. that rain. That was nice of it. Did you pull out it? Kind of down there, right? Oh, yeah, I do. Nothing new. I think that might be cloud. So I'm gonna go upstairs. Oh, I think you're cold. I hope it's not too cold though. I'm gonna run my nose. All right, I'm take a break for right now, everybody. Appreciate anybody came through to watch. Anybody watching later. As always, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace. My bad, we're not done yet. Let me do one more game.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He leaves it with his back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to fly. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
To the air on 2nd down. Scrambling away. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Cobra! Arrow!
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right back to the well. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got it in the middle, it's Klein. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Finds his man, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14.
6-9-1, Gators far. Hey. Hornet. Hey.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Offensive coordinators
Okay, what's up, D? Winning streak. Well, I was on this streak.
That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback,
knowing
that his players were going to be able to execute.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
We've reached the 2-minute
Too much.
timeout. They'll
Ready to
talk it
watch
over to
some
see if they
great
can build
games
on this
ahead.
lead before halftime.
Yeah, I played a few so far, too. Not sure how much longer I go.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. A couple of extra tight ends on the field. Is 3rd and goal from the 1. Sticks it in his belly. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Yeah, and I love when you make no bones about it. Bringing the beef, all the tight ends, the extra offensive linemen, give it to the fullback, let him plow ahead. You knew it was coming, and you couldn't stop it.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the outside. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
With raised eyebrow shushing face.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Looking down the left side. Complete downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 1st down as they try to score one late in the half.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. out of the shotgun. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Runs through a tackle. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back to throw, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Going deep. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. On the ground, it's Hayes. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job on the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, somewhere.
Gonna let it fly. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback. And as he throws the football, not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Hunt is on its way. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Dropping back, it's Manning. Now adjusting. Fires downfield. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Grabs behind the line, it's Simpson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this
Sunken face English face.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. He's going up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Power football with the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a first and goal.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll move the tight end. Got it back on second and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And we're going to wrap this one up with the PAT. And the kicker's probably happy to score a point, but the team didn't score enough as this one is over. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
On to the next game.
Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Coming out
3
with
hours,
it.
31 minutes and 45
Nice
seconds.
job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share. You are now rocking with the best. Welcome.
They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Lofts one high and deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
lot of times the QB is going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a first down for you.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick handoff. Ernie on the jets. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style.
Put the cash of dollar bait fired.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
To the air, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Haynes. It's a running room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds the tight end. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. They'll try to start the 2nd quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolute shame. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. The give out of the gun. Gets away from one. He's got space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one. And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Gets it to him on the screen. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning. So you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
Unloads it downfield. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. And off from the shotgun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's it. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They don't believe their kicker can roll double nickels with that 55-yarder, so they'll leave the offense out there on fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. But the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. This is well within field goal range, but that earlier miss could have influenced this decision. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Makes the catch. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
You know, in a play like that, 3rd and short, as a quarterback, you're looking for your easiest throw and your shortest throw, and that's to the tight end. He's a big target. He makes the catch, and now the drive stays alive.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to throw it. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the...
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating? The ball gets deflected, but he's somehow able to reel that thing in, come up with a big play for his offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Back to pass, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the 3rd quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. about to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Offense gets set for second down. Trying play action. There's the pressure. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Nice play by this defense again. And I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it down the left. They're ripping off chunks of yards. They get it to the 33.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Finds his tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Bob. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Just not your day. Yikes.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking